A demon ferociously roars as a group of men charges forward to attack him. With his big sword, he hacks a man who curses and then clutches his weapon, causing the demon to let go of it just as another man yells and kicks his hand away. Someone manages to grab hold of the sword, and after a blonde man yells that the demon shouldn't underestimate humans, he uses the sword to slice the demon into two. As the pieces of the demon land hard on the ground, a guy named Yi thinks that the three men's teamwork is inspiring. He feels that there's hope that they can defeat the demons and escape. As the two victorious men celebrate, a dark figure looms behind them. When they turn their heads, they're met with another demon's sword. Yi's eyes widen, shocked, as instantly the two men collapse dead behind him. The newly arrived demon points his bloody mace at them, reminding the humans they're only pieces of meat for them. Yi can only look in dismay. It all started when demons suddenly emerged from the depths of the earth and waged war on mankind. Faced with such powerful, unknown enemies, the humans were helpless, ultimately becoming captives of the demons. Yi is still stunned when the demon asks if anyone else is going to resist, as they need to keep moving toward the cave. A man speaks up, telling the others to behave or else they'll die. He invites the others to hail the demons, to which they comply. Yi is angered that they would do such a pathetic thing. Suddenly, a girl named Momo yells his name before hugging him. She's sad and scared that everyone she knows is dead. Unsure of how to comfort her, he decides to hug her tightly, saying he's there for her. He tells her they'll survive, and Momo believes him. Unknown to her, there's a grim look in Yi's eyes, but still, he holds her hand. In a whisper, he tells her he'll help her escape. Momo refuses, saying she can't leave him, but Yi only instructs her that, if she succeeds, she needs to travel at night to head south. He turns away from her, but she grabs his hand, asking what if he fails. Yi goes silent before telling her to keep looking for a way to escape. While the sly man from earlier is talking, Yi suddenly elbows him in the face. He crashes onto the ground, and while clutching his face painfully, the man instructs the others to attack him. Yi braces himself as the others charge toward him. A bloody mace is raised upward before it strikes heavy on the ground, separating Yi from the other men. A man screams, his legs mangled. Yi pipes up, saying the other men are trying to escape, but the demon doesn't want to listen. As the injured man continues to scream, he's silenced by the demon with a mace to his head. Covertly, Yi glances at Momo, trying to convey that now is her chance to escape. To provide more distraction, Yi insists to the demon that what he said is true. When he demands that something must be done, he gets kicked by the demon, which sends him flying back. He moans in pain, but when glances toward Momo, he's glad to see she isn't there anymore. Just then, somebody reports to the demon that someone went to hide, and he points to the demon's carcass nearby. The demon moves toward it, and Yi's eyes widen in fear. The demon peers within the carcass and quickly spots the girl hidden within. He opens his mouth, extending it widely so the girl can easily be chewed and swallowed. Suddenly, Yi kicks the demon, interrupting him. He catches Momo, and he tells her not to be afraid as they run. Winged demons chase after them, while the large demon appears not too far behind. The demon snarls, cursing at them. Terrified, Momo asks Yi if they're going to die. His eyes widen in fear as the demon raises his deadly mace before them. Yi hugs her and confesses his feelings. He promises her that if there's an afterlife, he'll marry her, which makes her tear up. Just as the demon swings his mace down, his body gets sliced into two. Someone comments that the demon is an emotionless, violent idiot, and the humans looked up in shock while the winged demons bow. Yi and Momo are stunned too as the magic general, Meng Ter, comments that it's funny how the demon laughed before he died. She then points toward Yi, commanding him to come with her to breed demons. Hearing what she said, Yi is stunned. He gets angry that the demons also want to use humans for breeding. Meng shuts him up by covering his lower face with her demonic hand. He's bewildered when she continues touching his face. As he's struggling to get free, Momo grabs the magic general's hand. However, her face morphs into something monstrous, and she tells her to get lost. Momo screams, falling back. The demon instructs her underlings to separate them and save Yi for her. Momo yells for Yi while she's being dragged by a demon while another drags him away. The demons start to herd the humans toward the cave while Meng observes them, deeming them weak. She believes that humans are meant to be enslaved by them. Inside the cave, the demons direct the humans where to go. There are 3 pathways, and one man makes a commotion, asking where each path leads to. A demon tells him to go to the middle path, but he refuses to comply until he's certain of the destination. A demon moves to hit him with his weapon, alarming the bald man, but somehow he manages to break the demon's bat, sending the top half of it careening away. The man raises his hands to show surrender, volunteering to work as long as he won't become food. Hearing his words, the other humans start to panic. Suddenly, a sultry voice tells everyone to stop fighting. She's Leia, a demon, who then instructs the man to go to the middle path, where he'll not be treated as food. Using her magic, he tells her to obey and get in line. Immediately, the man is agreeable, even urging others to line up properly as well. As it's confirmed that the middle path won't turn them to food, he observes that on the left path, not many people enter it, while on the right path, only the old and sickly passes through. The man pushes Momo to enter the right path, but Yi is convinced that the path turns people to food. He implores the demon that he wants to go on the right path as well. However, the demon denies him. He grabs and shoves him to enter the left path. Leia speaks up, questioning the demon about what he's doing. The demon answers that Yi was chosen by Meng earlier. Leia smiles, saying only she has the right to choose which path people will go. She decides to take Yi, and when the demon seems reluctant, she gets annoyed and cuts him off. The body falls beside a shocked Yi. Leia is indeed annoyed that the demon was about to deny her. Once again, she instructs him to come with her, which worries Yi. Later, a demon is whipping a boy who's apologizing profusely. Suddenly, Yi saves him, and they land hard not too far away. Annoyed, the whipping demon asks them who they are, but Leia arrives, telling him not to hurt him. Meanwhile, Yi asks the crying boy if he's okay. With a despairing look, he thinks he's witnessing hellish scenes as men are enslaved to work. Leia addresses all of them, saying they need to build 1,000 dwellings in a week. Failure to do so will get them all killed. Everyone is shocked and horrified, and a man comments that it's impossible, that it's simply torture. He wished to be killed just then. Upon hearing that, a demon swings his mace toward him. Meanwhile, Leia tells Yi to come with her as she has another purpose for him. Later, he asks her why she brought him there, and when she doesn't reply, he asks her again what happens to people who enter the right path. Sighing, she tells him that she's getting tired of him talking. She reveals that he's merely a bargaining chip and offers him a deal. If he utters even one more word, she'll kill him. He muses that people who aren't food get oppressed instead, and those who are won't survive for long. He thinks that where they are isn't a demon lair yet, and the goal of building 1,000 dwellings is so that more evil chi will cover the surface. He tries to figure out why they're in such a hurry, when he realizes something. He exclaims that he has a way to help accomplish their goals. When he turns around, he sees that Leia is about to make good on her threat earlier, but hearing what he said, she pauses. She gives him a minute to explain, while Yi looks petrified at the tip of her tail before him. According to Yi, fear is such a strong emotion that can lead to various sicknesses. As it's a negative emotion, it isn't possible to work efficiently while having it. He tells Leia that the demon's violence and her impossible demand are the root causes of the humans' fear. She admits that she's only scaring the humans to speed them up, knowing her demand is impossible to accomplish. He tells her that efficiency will improve if the human's fear is replaced with a promised reward like freedom. She places her sharp tail nearer to his throat, asking if his plan all along is to let humans go. Yi's mind races, thinking that Leia isn't easy to fool. He needs to figure out how to calm her down and trust him. Hesitantly, he tells her that it's fine if they can just lie, as people will be willing to work if there's hope. He pleads that she give him 2 days so that he can implement changes. After a bit of consideration, she calls for an underling shadow swipe. Someone quickly passes by Yi, stunning him, and the next moment, there's a demon kneeling before Leia. She instructs her underling to tell him about all the work and progress of the current project. He agrees and leads the human into a room. Meanwhile, above them, Meng lurks. She muses that Leia still wants to threaten her with humans when they're not even a bargaining chip to her. She can always look for a new human. Later, the working humans are called to assembly, and the demons direct them where to go. He introduces himself before declaring that Leia's earlier threat is revoked. Each person will be given a specific task, which if they complete, they'll be rewarded with freedom. The crowd is amazed, hopeful that they can eventually return to the surface. They're grateful to Yi for negotiating with Leia. He also declares that humans won't be mistreated anymore. While the people celebrate, Yi thinks that at least he's halted the demon's abuse, but still, he muses that there must be some way for them to escape alive. Just then, somebody yells that they shouldn't listen to Yi. It's the sly man from earlier, revealing that Yi caused the death of some men just to let his girlfriend escape. Yi is horrified, as this might ruin all his hard work. A supervising demon threatens the man with death, but Yi quickly reminds him that they have a deal. Shadow Swipe tells the demon to stop and listen to Yi, as it's what Leia had ordered. Yi approaches the sly man, whispering angrily as he points out that he was praising the demons earlier, but the other merely scoffs, pointing out that he did it to avoid a second conflict from happening. He then declares that it's Yi who's become the demon's lapdog. He accuses him that he'll kill everyone just like how he killed some men earlier. Shadow Swipe scratches his cheek as the humans act like they're not there at all. Yi's eyes widen as the realization hits him. Initially, he's fine about causing the death of those praising the demons, but the reality is he used them to save Momo. He feels awful, especially since he's currently giving the other men false hope. Yi tears up as he asks forgiveness for what he had done. The man tells him that it's pointless to apologize now when those men are already dead, making Yi feel even more awful. Suddenly, the kid from earlier gets in between them, saying he believes in Yi as he gets saved him. He points out that they have no choice, which the other men realize to be true. Yi continues to lie, saying they can indeed be free after they finish the project. The men decide to believe him as they also want to live. He promises to pay for his fault when it's all over. However, they need to deal with what's currently important, which the man accepts in silence while the other curses. Meanwhile, Shadow Swipe instructs everyone to line up to get their task. Later, as everybody is at work, the kid from earlier tells him that he doesn't have to help him, but Yi states that it's okay. The kid reveals that, as a person who's bullied a lot, Yi is the first person to ever stand up for him. He replies that he helped him too, so they're even. Just then, he realizes that the kid also mentioned he's a slave, and the boy confirms that his fellow villagers have forced him into becoming one. Meanwhile, not too far away, a green demon appears. After the boy expresses his desire to go back to the surface, the two of them hear horrified screaming. The worker's pickaxe has been burned into two by acid, while a demon approaches a man, who's begging for mercy. The demon is looming over him when Yi rushes over and reminds him of the deal. Shadow Swipe appears, asking the green demon what he's doing. The demon complains that the human dared to hit him, but the man insists that he didn't do it on purpose as he tripped. Shadow Swipe tells the demon to let it go as Leia instructed that the speeding up of the construction is more important. The demon relents, and Yi breathes a sigh of relief. While the other man is dismayed to see his tool in pieces, Yi becomes pensive as he pokes the green acid. He addresses Shadow Swipe, asking if the acid demon can spit more of the green solution. He says that he believes it'll greatly increase the speed of the construction. Instantly, the acid demon is offended, but Shadow Swipe silences him, saying he'll ask Leia for permission. The green demon tells them to keep dreaming as he'll die first before he gives humans his acid. Later, while the people comment that the acid smells good, the acid demon looks emaciated over a large pot of his own acid, saying he's totally drained. He jerks when his fellow demons grab him, and after being held up, he screams when they squeeze his acid out of him. Shadow Swipe instructs the acid demon to spit all his acid out, while the human form align to get a share of it. The men are happy because with it they'll be able to finish their tasks quicker. Yi muses that, as the demons are willing to treat a fellow demon badly, the project must be very important. He analyzes that at this pace they'll be able to finish 200 houses that week. Elsewhere within the cave, with roots coming out of a tent, a demon informs Meng that it's been a while since a new demon is born. She muses that they'll be destroyed sooner or later if this continues. With a sense of urgency, she states that she needs to get Yi back. Just then, another demon, whose name is Carbon, addresses her, saying it's better if she doesn't go near humans, as they'll only mess with her mind. Meng states that may be the case for him, but she needs Yi for her project. She then tells him that he can't help her as he's not even close to being a human. Frowning, he has no choice but to concede. Meanwhile, Shadow Swipe appears, telling Yi that Leia is looking for him. At her quarters, she's impressed by the results the humans have shown so far, even saying she'll also implement his methods in other areas. He then tells her that it's possible to achieve their goal in half a month at their pace. However, he had stated that they'll be released once they're done, which only makes the demon laugh. He is unsure what to say further, but then Leia suddenly mentions that he seems to care about a person sent to the food bank. When he admits that he wanted to ask for help from her to protect Momo, she smiles, promising to send someone to protect her, just like how he promised the laborers their freedom. He is stunned, totally taken aback by what she meant. He realizes he should never have told her about Momo. After being told that she'll consider keeping the humans alive, Yi leaves, immediately plunging into despair. Suddenly, someone calls out to him, asking him where he's going. He remembers that she's Meng, who wants him to come with her to breed demons. As he's desperate, he tells her he'll cooperate with her if he grants him one wish. Satisfied, the Magic General smiles. Meng leads Yi to a cave, saying that no one will disturb them there. Yi starts talking, saying he wants her to save Momo, who's been sent to the food area. Meng easily agrees. Yi muses that since he can't count on Leia, he'll take his chances with Meng instead. He then asks her what she wants of him. She states that she wants him to teach her how humans reproduce and to cooperate with her to make demon babies. He asks him about her intentions, but she gets irritated that he's asking too much. She tells him that if he makes her happy, she'll help him. As he doesn't even know her purpose, he figures out he must hold her back for now and use her to save Momo. He informs her that human reproduction doesn't always result in a baby, which confuses Meng. Fabricating a lie, he states that for human reproduction to be successful, the couple should be in love. With Momo's help, he can then show Meng how to reproduce. However, she wants him to teach her how to fall in love directly as she's running out of time.